Hey everybody, in the next few minutes I'm going to show you how to put a microphone in your acoustic guitar. I'm going to show you two ways that you can do very simply. One way with a 1/4-inch phone plug, so you can plug directly into an amplifier with it, or any type of pedal boards for a microphone. The other is how to use a professional XLR output in your microphone in the simplest way possible, okay? LR Bags, move over with your new guitar, because this is a game changer for anybody who wants to cheaply put a real microphone into a guitar. So please watch both of them, and that will give you two different options. Hey, put all three in if you want to. Here we go. Bye. Well, hey gang, we're talking about the easiest way to mount a microphone in your guitar. Now folks, I'm not just using a junk guitar here. We're going to use a good guitar. We're going to use an amazing guitar, not a cheap guitar. And we're going to do this, but I'm going to show you a couple things. There's a couple of mounts that you can get. But the easiest way to mount that microphone in your acoustic guitar is with this type of a plug right there. You see right there? You've seen these all the time right there on mixing boards, the output of your amplifiers to go to the board right there. But they make one that isn't, watch this, is basically just an extension right there, which means that if you mount this, you can actually mount a microphone, click right on the end there. Look at this. If that's in your guitar, let's imagine that we mounted it in the back of the guitar here. There it sits right near where you really want all the pickup for you guys who are slapping and tapping. You can also use one of these and get a short gooseneck and put it anywhere you want in your guitar. Or you can use an AKG that I'm going to show you. That's what I'm going to use on mine here, and I'm going to show it to you in just a minute. Now this one requires a couple of things. If you put this in, it won't go through the hole. So if you put this in, you're going to have to reach through your guitar and plug it in, and it will snap on just like anything else. And the only way it can come off is for you to reach in your guitar and unplug it. The nice thing is that you can try different microphones. If you want to put a condenser microphone in there, snap a condenser microphone on there. I'll show you that in a little bit, okay? There's the piece you're looking for. I'll show it in the description there. I think mine was $6, and it's an actual Neutrik connector, so it's a good connector. It's not something cheap. But on the other hand, look at this microphone here. This is a tabletop microphone, okay? So you put it on a table there. The little red dot shows you where the microphone is, and it has an XLR plug. Now you can get these online for about 20 bucks. If you want to, you can simply do the cheap way of this. Now look at how simple this is. When you see it, you're gonna go, why didn't I think of that? Okay, you get two of the nuts here. You drill your 15/16 hole, excuse me, it's 13/16 for this one, 13/16 hole, run it through your guitar, put the bolt on the outside, just like you would an end pin, and then you have that out the back of your guitar. Again, giving you complete separate mixer control over the microphone that's in your guitar. You're not dealing with the same EQ that you have to have for all the other things. This gives you full and complete control. These are about, I think this one cost me 12 bucks on eBay used, okay? Right there, see how simple it is? All right, I'm getting ready to drill my 15/16 hole in the bottom of the guitar, and we're going to put this in, put our bolts in, and it's ready to go. Just that simple, no wiring needed. There you go. You can thank me later. Yes, this is a composite guitar that I'm drilling into. Let's take a look at how this is going to go. I'm going to put that in there. Oh, nice and snug. And I'm just, right now, I'm taking a look to see where my screws are going to go to hold this solid. Let's, and I'm going to drill some pilot holes. Composite Acoustic. I guess I should say this is not a composite acoustic guitar, but it is a composite guitar. Composite Acoustic is also a brand. That's why I make the notation of the difference. But the composite guitars don't drill as easily as the guitars that are wooden. Ah, yes, look at that. Sweet home Alabama, as we say here in Florida. Now let me show you what microphone I'm going to use. Let me show you this. Most of you are thinking, oh, you're going to connect a nice P48 or something small on there, and we could. Look at this. You see how easily that would sit inside of your guitar right there? Isn't that a nice mounting configuration? Yes, it is. But and it's pretty cheap to do. You know, these pencil microphones are really close to the same. I've had high dollar ones and cheap ones, and this is a CAD GLX 1200 BP, also known as a P48. Great little microphone all around. You know, you can get one online for 30, 40 bucks. Here's the one that I like. This one, I have to put this in and reach through the guitar and plug it in. This is the infamous AKG D58. Maybe I should say infamous because nobody knows about them. Look at how small that microphone is. That's very similar the sound to an SM57. Yeah, do you want an SM57 in your guitar? You know, I've done a lot of great recordings with SM57s, and I bet you have too. Look at this, AKG D56. I got this for 25 bucks on eBay, and new they're not that expensive either. But again, you can put anything on here. Passive phantom power, anything you want, a gooseneck, whatever you want, put it in there. If you want to put a 58 in there, if you want to put an SM81, put it in there. Now watch this. I'm going to plug it in. I'm going to make sure it snaps on. There, boom. See the snap right there? Now we're going to take that right through. And here we go, and we're in, and our guitar now has a full-fledged, all-on microphone in the guitar, giving you everything that the Baggs had, the new Baggs guitar has, and more. Why do I say more? Because it gives you the ability to do whatever you want with the EQ. You can run it completely through a different channel, have one acoustic channel, one pickup channel, and you are ready to go. Man, look at that. There you go. Ta-da, let's bring this up and show you. No damage to the guitar, nothing looks anything weird. And when you plug it in, you plug your normal guitar in here, right here. Oh, this is all I got right now. Okay, we'll pretend this is a guitar cord. We plug our guitar cord in there, and we plug the microphone in there, and you have everything you need for both your guitar pickup and your microphone. Total cost of this with the microphone and the plug. And I went out and I bought stainless steel screws for it there, two at 39 cents. I'm looking at under $35 to do the entire thing. Save yourself some money, put a microphone inside your acoustic guitar. Okay, that was fun. Now what we're going to do is show you how to build one of these with a dynamic mic and a 1/4-inch phone plug, which you can now do for probably less than 12 bucks. Here we go, and then we're going to show you some sound samples of each. Bye. First of all, start with a Switchcraft or Neutrik plug. Find yourself an old microphone. This is a, Hosiden, H-O-S-I-D-E-N-D-R, looks like -923 microphone, made in Taiwan, which is, by the way, the home of all good microphones. But what I did is I mounted it kind of like a chassis mount. Now the microphone itself is solid enough that I'm going to mount it just like that to where it holds right onto the body right there, because I'm just looking to be able to do some slaps and some pops. We're going to be doing this with a Composite Acoustic. Some of you know Composite Acoustic came out, they were Composite Acoustics by themselves, and great folks. Jeremy Camp introduced me to them, and right there, but PV bought them. Never mind the Montgomery Ward sticker. I like to have fun with stickers. My other one says Radio Shack. And so what we're going to do is we're going to drill this right here, and we're going to put a second plug right there and see if this microphone helps us any. Of course, we are starting here with the official Luthier tool that every Luthier starts with right there. That's a straight coat hanger that will reach from your sound hole to the back so that you can feed this right through and put it in. See, this whole project really takes probably about 15 minutes. It's very simple. It's harder to, it takes more time to get the parts on Amazon than it takes to get it done. Now, when you're drilling these 1/4-inch foam plugs, this particular one takes a 3/8, okay? I like to use a wood bit as it tends to do less damage to the guitar. And so if you are doing it with just a standard steel bit, I want to suggest that you take and use a small bit, then a bigger bit, and then a bigger bit until you get to the size that you need. But let's take a little grinding here. When you want to be sure you're not going to damage anything, what you do is you take your phone, you stick it in there, and you shoot a couple pictures toward the back of the guitar. And that'll show you what you have and where you have, and it'll give you a little idea of what you're doing. Make sure you line up your mic for how you want it when you get it in there, and let's do some drilling. So there, we got our hole drilled in there. We're ready to mount it, and this should be pretty simple. We're going to dust it off, make sure it's clean on the inside a little bit, and then we'll show you the mounting. I want my microphone to be sitting right down in this area here. So I'm going to put this through to where it's going to be sitting where the pressure of the pin is, of course, on the hot side. And we want to keep it just like that. So that is how it's going to go in, right about like that. Now, I'm going to bend this up just a little, right about there, okay? Now I'm going to scratch off this spot right here so I can see what I want as top. Pop it around until all of a sudden you get lucky. Sometimes you can take a little peek right there, okay, and you can poke yourself in the eye. There, okay. So I want the microphone right there. So let's pull it through. Oh, right, there we go. And I'm using 2 washers, put them right on. We're leaving this in. I'm going to bend that just a little bit so I can hold it. You see what I did is I bent that so I can hold it exactly how I want it. And we're going to get these on and start tightening it up. You luthiers out there are laughing at me right now. I know. I should have put my neck rest over here. You're right, my bad. This is my beater guitar. Okay, I'm using the tension from the coat hanger to hold my pickup right where I want it. And ta-da! And then we're just gonna gently slide it back out the way it came in. What are we using to record with? Well, I'm playing through the Evolve 30, the Electro Voice Evolve 30, so that's what you're going to hear this little test through. That's my pedal board for folks who want to know. I use the Octave OC5, give a little bottom end when I want to do a bass walk. The Cloudburst, so I can use a beautiful drone sound in place of a standard reverb. And I use the Multi-Stomp by Zoom. Big fan of Zoom stuff. Use that to add a little trailing delay, just a slapback that follows me dynamically whatever speed I'm playing. Now, just for those of you who are wondering, hey, what could I use to get everything into one channel of a guitar, of an amp with a microphone, I want to suggest to you the Zoom A3. It has your input for your guitar, and it also has a microphone input on here with separate controls for the microphone, so you can balance the guitar and have it all come out, that XLR right there, in one fell swoop. Great little piece, got reverb, EQ effects, it's got that dynamic delay in there, really nice. Really, it has everything I like except for the Cloudburst by Strymon and the octave pedal. And a great little piece. I would show it to you, but you see the screen? It's got a little problem right now. I just ordered another one online. Was hoping to have it here before I did the video, but sorry. Okay, now here we have, this is my guitar going just out of the piezo pickup and then into the Evolve 30, okay, right here. As you can see, you've got a lot more of the percussives. You've also got that live sound to it, just like the new LR BAGGS guitar. As you can see, you don't have the body res at all when you put it both together. Now I'm going to turn on my effects here. Let me just bounce down here. First I'm going to, okay, now I dropped in the octaver there, and that's everything from, if you've got a sub you can hear that. I'm going to drop in the cloudburst right here to give me that echo. That's not really the guitar, but just kind of a drone. And then I'm going to tap in just a little bit of the Now let's go back and put them both together again. I hope that's given you a couple of ideas of how you can easily install an acoustic microphone, a regular microphone, onto your acoustic guitar. Very simply, having your own plug, your own mixing channel, and your own control. There. Thank you. Hope you have a great day. Appreciate a thumbs up and a like on this channel. Thank you.